We have a fruit and vegetable juicer and a separate citrus juicer, all of that with a retail of $130, a QVC price of $99, and an introductory price of $89.98. Sheldon, let's
get some stuff out of the way,
please.
And I'll bring the juicer over so we can take a close look at it.
What are some of the more unusual things you could juice in here?
Well, one of the things is not so much unusual, but things like apples and carrots. We all spend a lot of money on apple and carrot juice, and you're not really getting 100% of juice when you buy those. You're getting maybe a 10 or a 15% juice, a lot of sugars, a lot of colors, a lot of flavors.
That's true, and things you can't pronounce.
That's right.
I have this credo: if I can't pronounce it, I don't eat it.
One thing a lot of people have fun with, though, is I'm going to show you how to make a carrot and apple juice combination, which is great instead of coffee in the morning. Instead of getting the percolator out, get out the Kenwood juice extractor, make yourself something healthy, do something good for yourself.
Terrific.
But one thing that I like to do, and a lot of people like to do, is experiment a little bit. If you have a favorite vegetable or favorite fruit that obviously you have no way in the home normally of getting the juice out of, put it inside the extractor so you can make celery juice, radish juice, any kind of fruit, any
Pepper
kind
juice,
of
you could make your own, instead of V8, it could be V62 or whatever. Just keep throwing things in until you experiment. And the thing that got me, Sheldon, and this is amazing, it just comes apart so easily. Oh, by the way, if you are on the line for the quick peel, it is now reading absolute 0. So thank you so much. We'll try to get that back in stock as quick as we can. But if you're on the line for the quick peel, please hang up the telephone, and we thank you so much. But this, it just comes apart there, it comes apart there, and there.
That's all top rack of the dishwasher safe as well.
Everything right here. Once you've done the juice, you throw it, wash it by hand or throw it in the top rack of the dishwasher.
All of these 4 pieces, including as well the 5th piece here, a little cup that we give you with it to catch the juice as well. So it does all fit in there nicely. And of course, the screen here is actually made out of stainless and surgical stainless steel. Okay. So
and it fits on. There's no bolt or anything to attach that. You just lift it on and take it off. It's a pressure fit. And you were explaining because of those grooves on the side?
Exactly. It has a little notch in the bottom of the cup here that just sits inside that. A lot of the juice extractors on the market, they take a bolt to fasten that down in there. And it's a place where germs can get caught. It's also awkward because the thread could get crossed and spoil the machine. There is nothing like that on here, so it's very, very simple. Put together and easy to use.
And just put the lid right back on the top.
These catches that you're fastening here, let's suppose you were to make a mistake and not fasten those correctly, the machine will not turn on.
Oh, that's great.
It is a safety mechanism.
That's great, because I have a coffee maker that grinds the beans, and it doesn't care. It's absolutely unforgiving. If you forget to put the lid on, it says, okay, I'm going to spray the beans everywhere around the house.
And it can grind coffee and grind fingers.
That's true. That's true.
This is a safe way of doing things.
That is great. Now, I will point out to you that it is packaged with a citrus juicer, a separate unit that we're going to get to, but I wanted you to know this comes along with it. The whole shoot and match, $89.98. So please, go ahead. Get it.
One of the other nice things about this as well, we have the unit plugged in, but you can see here at the back where the cable comes out. If you can see that I'm able to pull this cable further and tuck it back in, now that way you don't have a lot of excess cable laying around the kitchen counters. You can leave the machine sitting on the counter where it really is a nice looking machine as well.
It's very sleek looking, very modern, but not too modern. It would go with a whole bunch of different decors. A third of our quantity has been ordered at this point in time. I hope it remains. Let's demonstrate it.
Let me get to making some juice then.
Oh, right.
You see here on the front there are in fact 3 switches. One of them is marked off. One of them is marked button number 1 and button number 2. It's a 2-speed juicer, and that's actually quite rare. Most of them only have a single speed.
Well, that's right.
The problem with that is when you go to do the hard vegetables, so you have to have a fast motor, the softer fruits, they don't give you as much juice. You end up with a wet pulp. And by using a slow speed, now you can get maximum juice. With
tomatoes and other very, very soft, pulpy fruits. That's wonderful.
I'm going to do some hard fruits, though, because those are the difficult things to do.
Very good.
I'm going to go ahead and juice some carrots, first of all. So
let me turn this around so they can get a good look at the juice coming out.
I'm going to press speed number 2, which is the high speed.
Again, it's a quiet unit.
And the whole carrot will go right on in there. You don't want to push it with your fingers. We do supply you with this little pusher, and you just go and push that down. And you can see the juice coming right out there.
It's phenomenal to realize that that much juice comes from 1 carrot. Now you're looking at the juice of 2 carrots.
A lot of people like the taste of carrot juice, but we find that if you don't really like the taste too much, because for some people it's a little strong, what I in fact myself do is I'll make myself a carrot juice instead of coffee, which is very healthy for you. And then to hide that sharp taste you sometimes have, I'll throw a little bit of apple in there. take away the taste. I'm going to give you my own, actually it's Kenwood's recipe that they taught me. I'll let you have a taste.
All right.
And again, the apple goes through there with no problem.
Now this'll I'll be a tough sell because I really don't like carrot juice, so I'll be interested to see what it tastes like when you buffer it with the apples.
Okay, just a smidgen of apple juice. You don't need too much.
Right.
But remember, again, you can do any fruit or any vegetable. Go ahead and switch the machine off.
All right. And then I can
let it drain out for a second.
Okay.
And now you're all ready to go ahead and pour this in a little glass for you.
If you would.
Okay, Dick. I'll play waiter.
Waiter, there's a fly in my juice. No, actually, this is a wonderful color. It's a shame you don't have this for Halloween. This would be, you know, I don't know how pumpkin juice would taste, but this looks as close as it would come. Let's see. Yum. That's an inside joke, right? That's sort of a standard response. Actually, this is very good. For those of you who missed it, yum. That's really good.
And again, it takes no longer, certainly in some cases it's even quicker, to get this juice around, to make yourself some juice in the morning. Instead of making the coffee, there's concerns about what coffee can do to the body. This
Caffeine
is certainly
and
healthy.
what have you. And you talk about healthy. How many times do the kids reach for the soft drinks and you read the side of any soft drink can and it sounds like you're reading a petroleum distillery. I mean, there's this chemical, there's mononitrate, phosphate, doobie-doobie, whatever. And this is all natural and all pure. Plus, if you order this, and it's exclusive to QVC, packaged this way, you get the citrus juicer. And let me move a couple of things out of the way here, because this is great, especially this time of the year when the crop of Florida and California oranges are coming in, and they're so inexpensive at the supermarket.
Now, in the same way as before, this has its own storage facility. First of all, you can see that it does match, in fact, the other juice maker, the juice extractor.
It does.
So they look sharp together. And this one, you see on the groove at the bottom here, the cable actually wraps around under there. And then we have this little notch where it'll tuck into to lock it into place. So again, you don't have that cable all over the place.
Well, you know what? I hate to leave our viewers in suspense, but it has sold out. If you're on the line for it, stay on the line, and we are going to get this back as soon as we possibly can. So please, if you're on the line, stay on the line, and next time we'll give you a demonstration of the citrus juicer, we promise. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Pleasure. Hope to see you on the air very, very soon. Thank you. Lots more to come here in Ideas for the Cook. Stay with us, won't you, please?